Good evening, everybody out there in the World Wide Web. My name is GM Dave, and I'm your host and GM for the evening for Roleplay Games, the Burnished Band, a Dungeons & Dragons 5e adventure in the world of Arcanis, the world of Shattered Empires. And as always, before we begin, allow me to introduce to you your players. First and foremost, let us introduce on the top left-hand corner, Miss Adita Valdelanov. And to her right, the holy champion of Kadic himself, Nico Valborda. And below our good friend Nico, the one, the only, the furious Ceresin who is collecting spirits, Ceres. And last but not least, our own, very own, Larissan cleric, Theodora Val Sheem. I'm happy to have you guys here. Now, as always, before we begin our stream, I'm going to give a couple of quick thank yous. First, I would like to say thank you to Paradigm Concepts for coming up with the world of Arcanis, the Shattered Empires. Two, I would like to thank Hero Forge for allowing us to use their art and images that will be on your screen this evening. And third, I would like to thank Sirenscape for providing us the music we'll be listening to tonight. And as always, before we start this game, you know it, you love it. Before we can start, everyone has to roll for the F-bomb. So roll a d20, everybody. Oh! What?
He just messaged me on
There we go. I have unmuted everyone. For some odd reason, the voice chat was muted.
Faulty, we had excellent banner, and you guys really missed out on all of our trash talking.
Yep.
We were talking?
No,
No,
we
I
were
think
just
I think we deserve a
charade
level up for this.
You know
That's
what? I
right.
think
Yeah,
we
no,
do
I
deserve
agree.
credit for this.
We did save a man, and we did beat a giant last time.
There were beatings. Many
Yes, but I
beatings were
leveled you
had.
guise in the middle of that arc, okay?
All right.
The
The beatings will continue until the levels improve.
Starglass says he deserves a level up.
All right,
Okay,
you level up.
Starglass, yes, you can level up, but you're gonna have to do it via push-ups.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dude, so we had our game yesterday, and he had to do like 120. That was nice.
Good. Starglass deserves that.
It's true, Starglass. You deserved it.
All right, so the winner of the D20 roll is Ceres. So this time, everything is set. The game is ready to go, and everyone, let us begin tonight's episode of The Burnished Band.
The rise and fall of empires drives Arcanis. Their petty dramas played out against the backdrop of civilizations. Peaceable halflings, Insector de Sori and Ilhuan, they were all of them wiped out by the unstoppable force of reptilian Sethragor, whose magic twisted the elemental lords to forge the Elori. Elf-like children of nature, enslaved by Sethragoran might, abused by their cruel creators, the Elori revolted. They carved out a time of peace and order on Onara, a time when gods walked the earth. But peace is not the story of Arcanis. Ancient ships brought the humans to Onara. They slew the Elori gods, all but one. The human kingdoms rose and fell, and a dark human power grew in a mandragore. The sorcerer king who drew magic and power to him with unnatural might. In his arrogance, a curse was laid. The infernal hordes spewed forth across the world, crushing human, dwarf, and Elori in their wake, rising to meet them, a last alliance of humanity, the Koryani Empire, forged in a time of legend. But the age of legends is long past, and the Koryani Empire is fading. The Elori of the Vast would return. The Sorcerer King, maybe Mandragore, sends black ships to capture all with arcane potential. Sethragor gathers power in dark machinations, and the human nations point swords at one another. Now, the mortal future is at stake. Heroes must choose the greatest good as often as the lesser of two evils. Arcanis, the world of shattered empires.
All right. Where we last left our heroes, they have successfully completed their mission and located one, Gaius Val Tenson. However, they did find out that he was not in any way, shape, or form remorseful of the actions he committed. He had people he sent for people and invited them to the Meneses Val Tenson estate, only for them to disappear into the clutches of these Larissan cultists. And our heroes gave him every single opportunity possible to redeem himself. He, on the other hand, being of noble birth and not recognizing their authority and not being able to read the situation, they took it upon themselves to make sure he would never hurt anyone else ever again.
I murdered him, turned him into ground beef. It was very good.
Wait, what was that?
Ceres,
Hey.
remember, we don't talk about that part. That's the quiet part.
Wait a minute here. They're interrupting the narration. Anyhow, they thoroughly disposed of the body, burnt down the temple, so there's no way, shape, or form there could be any contact made with the now deceased. Upon returning to the manch, along with their Val Abebi rescuee, they explain the story to Meneses Val Tenson. He thanks our heroes for ridding his lands of these foul cultists. And also what was discovered before the temple was set ablaze was a tome by the heretical Larissans, at which point Theodora brought her cousin in on what this tome was. Her cousin had the idea of taking this tome and bringing it back to the governess and the head priestess of Larissa in one of the greatest cities in the world, Sweet Savona. So this is where our tale will take up. Our heroes are on a little caravan to Sweet Savona in the province of Cafella. So, upon adventuring for another day, evening starts to approach. Our heroes is now set to make camp with not just themselves, but Oriana, her entourage, and guards. So, my heroes, your tents are set up, a fire has been set ablaze. What would you like to do?
Totally.
Like to do Oriana, but I don't think I'm allowed to talk about that. Because that's not something that we talk about publicly, and Theodora said that when you just come right out and say it, it's a big turnoff. And also, that was supposed to be my inside voice again. I'm gonna go sit by the fireplace. It's fine. I'm just gonna be over here making some potato stew. Do we have potatoes? Somebody give me.
potatoes.
You could totally. Hey, Adita, you could totally show off your hunting prowess by going and gathering, meat for food.
I'm gonna walk over to Oriana.
All right, you get up to walk.
Inspired by Theodora's ideas.
You get up, you look around for Oriana, and as you're looking around and you turn behind you, she was right behind you.
Adita like blushes to her eyebrows. And in fact, because her head is shaved all the way back to her top nut, the blush just kind of creeps up and over her forehead to the back of her head until her entire person is painfully dusky red under her tan.
Oriana just sits there, looks at it, and smiles. She walks up to you, grabs your hand, and sits you down. How about we have a nice chat and a lovely dinner first?
Do you like meat?
Yes. Yes, I do.
I'm good at killing meat. I would kill meat for you.
I'm in my kitchen trying to eat a mozzarella stick and almost died. I want you to know that.
I love it.
Well, if I do recall, meat probably comes from animals, so you mean you can kill an animal for meat for me?
Yeah. I would kill animal meat for you. I'm good at killing animal meats. Theodora said I should show you my prowesses. Do you want to see my prowess?
Theodora in the background, just face palming with this fond smile for her stupidly awkward friend, and nothing but love and affection for her.
Stress would to go up to her shoulder and be like, "Yes, go get the meat. She would love it if you found more meat."
Just looking at Oriana, just trying to convey with her facial expression, she's trying, she means well.
She's just probably a little nervous. It's okay. She pats Adita on the hand.
That's my hand.
So, what is Nico doing? I'm just curious.
Well, seeing all of that going on, he knows better than to get in the middle of all that. So, at least for now, probably just keeping watch, checking his guns, and just taking some time to, like, with a little knife and just start whittling some words onto his flintlocks and his musket.
You do see there's a few other guards around the fire, eating meat, cheese, potato soup. Are you, with your keen abilities, not keen, they're not really hiding it too much. One of them just starts saying, "Man, we get dinner and a show tonight. This is awesome. Look at that other girl. Man, she's blushing. I mean, she's glowing." Yeah, I would too. I mean, look who she's flirting with.
And if you boys value what's hanging between your legs, you'll leave that one alone.
We ain't gonna do nothing, sir. We're just sitting back.
Hey, I mean, no disrespect. I'm just looking out for y'all's safety.
Nico.
Oh. What was that, Ceres?
If you would like, Nico.
A what?
Insight check.
9.
Okay, never mind.
Okay.
Ceres is taking note of those gentlemen.
Okay. So, you do see that a couple more people come to the table. You notice that Oriana's is accompanied mainly by 5 other women who act as her handmaidens. They are acolytes of Larissa. So they're, Theodora, you would know that they're kind of starting their journey to be clerics as well. And 4 of the 5 are what you can tell pure-blooded Capellan. They have olive complex skin, luxurious long black hair, and large deep eyes that speak of unbridled passion and fire. As every
Their eyes that speak of these things.
as every initiate of Larissa would have. However, the fifth one is an oddity when compared to the others. She wears her hair short in an almost squarish fashion, which frames her heavily painted face. Her skin is of a coppery hue, and exotic jewelry hangs from her neck, wrists, and ankle. The woman is obviously, from what you can tell, and I'm going to say Adita, Nico, and Theodora would know this. She is definitely of Morantian descent, and probably an unexpected member in Ariana's entourage. And she will sit next to, on the opposite side of Oriana, probably closer to, maybe she would probably be next to Theodora in this case.
Alrighty.
And she gives a bow. She's like, priestess.
She would give a bow in return. Saying the proper greeting, which I am not aware of.
It is whatever greeting you would like, Theodora.
Right.
She bows her head. She's like, "You are, I believe you are one of your Oriana's cousin, right?"
Yes. I am blessed to have such a wonderful cousin.
Excellent. She has been a wonderful mentor to me and to the other acolytes. And I just want you to know it was an honor to serve her and to be in the estate. It seemed like a lot went on there.
Yeah, but such is the way of most events like that.
That is truly amazing. And your cousin told me that all of you were ex-legionnaires?
Mm-hmm.
What was it?
Good.
She was just about to say, what was it like?
It was they're trying to put in the correct words for our specific troop. It was very interesting and enriching in many life experiences.
That is so fascinating. Oh, I'm sorry. Where are my manners? My name is Hashepet.
Hashepet. Can we get that in chat, please?
Unless you want extra letters added in.
No problem. That definitely shows that she is Morantian. With
Don't
her
you worry.
name.
I already know what her name is.
Oh no.
No, it has more than one syllable.
I can already think of things like I'm not even sure he would know of, but you know.
And I have been with your cousin for quite a couple of months now.
Oh, okay. What drew you to following the Larissa?
She kind of thinks for a moment and then eventually replies to you. It seemed like a very good path to have a much more meaningful life.
Theodore would give her a kind smile and pat her shoulder and says, as long as you have a meaningful life, one that brings you fulfillment and joy.
Thank you very much. And I can't wait to get back to Savona and see my younger sister.
Theodore's gonna look really excited at that because she hasn't been back to Savona in forever. So she's really excited and says so.
Well, oh, and I don't know if your cousin told you, but do you know it's about time for the festival?
GM, which festival?
Oh, no problem. She will help remind you.
Yes.
You'll be arriving in time for Saturnalia ex Mille Basare, also known as the Festival of 1,000 Kisses.
Ah, okay.
The festival, and she's gonna kind of go on for
Right,
a little
right,
lesson.
right. Theodore's gonna be like, kind of looks like, I remember this, but it's been a very long time.
The festival commemorates the victory of the Pantheon in the Gods' War, where supposedly Larissa bestowed 1,000 kisses upon her husband Kadic, bringing him back from the dead. And Theodora, as she's telling this, you glance over and you see Oriana kind of watching a teacher looking at a student.
Mm-hmm.
Now she continues. During the festival, young people run throughout the city trying to get as many people as possible to kiss them. Each time a person agrees to do so, they place a long necklace of beads or flowers around the participant's neck and leaves a red-colored kiss somewhere about their body. At the end of the day of the long celebration, the person with the most kisses is given the title of Consort of Larissa and is invited to stay within the Temple of Larissa for an entire week, during which time they officiate in certain select ceremonies sacred to the smiling goddess.
I love it. I'm pretty sure this is something Theodora is very much familiar with.
Out of character, I really want the person with the most kisses to be Ceres.
Oh my god, can we please make that a possibility? And then I'll just get back into my normal surly, definitely an extrovert character.
It is such a wonderful festival. The city, usually it's a very lively city, but it becomes even more alive. Oriana now speaks up. So, have any of you ever been to Sweet Savona besides my cousin Theodora?
To who?
To Savona.
Sir, I know Ceres hasn't.
No, I've definitely. It's not been high on my wish list of places to visit. There's a lot of people.
Hey, Adita.
Yes.
Why is there a salty Mona, and why exactly is someone salting them? And why is it sweet instead of salty?
Okay. Remember how I explained, Ceres, that like sometimes when you chew on the ration biscuits long enough, like they suddenly taste kind of sweet instead of salty?
Oh yes. I love your salty Mona place. It's very sweet. It's very nice. I'm sure it'll be a fun place to go. Me and what is your name, young lady?
Oriana?
No, I'm not talking to Oriana. I'm talking to the one that was talking with our priestess here for a minute.
Oh, Hatshepsut.
My little pet. Yeah, my little pet and I will have a wonderful time. All of us will have a great time in your salty Mona. I'm sure it'll be very sweet.
Theodora's gonna just kind of put a hand on Shutpet. Am I saying that right?
Heshapet.
Heshapet. Her shoulder and be like, he does this a lot. He has issues remembering names.
I don't have issues with names. I have issues with complication.
What is the cooldown on this fucking?
I agree. Yell very loud, scream and hit things.
Yeah. What the lizard said.
Oriana kind of chuckles, and Chapette nods her head and says, you really are fascinating people, but I've never seen a purple Ceresan before. I thought the Ceresan that usually lived on this side of the Empire, or at least in Millendeer, tended to be green?
Oh, don't you worry. I'll be green too. It's very weird. The dragon keeps telling me something about it, but I don't listen very much because he doesn't even ask me if I want tea.
As you might
Dragon?
have imagined,
Yeah.
Ceresans have a very odd experience of puberty, and we don't exactly know a whole lot about what Ceres is going through, but I'm pretty sure he'll come out the other side taller and possibly with less pimples.
And voices.
Voices?
Yeah, I got
Yeah,
three.
he has
I
the-
talked to
he
a
ha-
big dragon. The sword talks to me, and then there's a spirit. He hates cobblers. None of you are cobblers, by the way, are you?
No, he has a very vivid imagination.
Not my
Ed.
imagination. Shut up! I'm talking.
Exactly.
Don't worry about it, everybody. He means no harm.
Oh.
And as
And the
long
rat. Forgive me.
everyone kind of turns and Skiz kind of leaves Ceres's backpack to sit next. And you see that he has like a small mug and he just kind of holds it out for someone to pour something for him.
Yeah, I'll pour a little bit of something into his mug.
Yes, my friend here is quite eloquent when speaking to many different spirits. But it looks like as long as you're not a cobbler or intend any harm to his friends, you ain't got nothing to worry about.
Yeah, and as long as you don't talk bad, unfortunate things, and like Ceres is gonna have a nice little look over at the people that were talking about Adita earlier.
Give me
As
an
long as you don't
intimidate
have-
check.
An intimidate check.
Yes, because it's not so much as look as you turn your head in their direction. Okay, if you could see like the pit of someone's stomach just totally drop, it's these two guys. They're like kind of shrinking under your gaze. They are truly withered now, and
And
we're
what's-
like, we're sorry, we're sorry, we're sorry.
And what's interesting is I have very long memory for that.
I'm just gonna look at those two guys and just point at Ceres like,
We are so sorry. We didn't mean that.
What's worse is everyone's afraid of Adita because Adita's terrifying. Ceres will just kill them in their sleep.
Ceres will not wait for them to be sleeping.
That's true.
You definitely see them like looking very scared and very apologetic. They are apologizing to Nico for what they said. We're sorry. We don't want to die. That look was murder.
hey,
We've seen murder. We're
Like
guards.
like I said, I was looking out for you. Don't you worry.
Nico, what did you say to him?
I just told them, just be careful what they say. I mean, there was a couple uncouth things that were being said, in jest, of course, and Ceres happened to overhear, so I was watching out for them.
Now listen, all of yous. My lizard is young and impressionable, and I will trust that you will mind your manners when speaking to or around my lizard. Is that
Yes,
clear?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Very good. At ease, soldiers.
I really
Temp
like
ambles off.
I really like an assertive woman like that, says Oriana.
Damn. She called
Did
them soldiers.
Adita hear that?
If you want, give me a perception check.
She called them soldiers. I can't kill them now. That's unfortunate.
Oh, sorry, that wasn't supposed to be with advantage. I had that left on from the last one.
Go ahead, take off advantage and give me a roll.
Yeah.
Nope,
That's
you
a
didn't
roll,
hear a
God,
damn thing.
Did you say that? Did you say that to me?
She just said it out loud.
Ah.
Nico heard that.
Nico heard it. And Theodore,
I love how we
since
have a nat 1, nat 20. Heads and tails.
Somebody's got to spend those ones.
oh, blow those ones right now. All
Are
right,
we doing phrasing?
Always.
phrasing. What's that?
What does Ceres eat that with?
Hummus.
This is not getting better.
All right.
Blow your phrasing with hummus. I don't know if this is going to work here, guys.
Is that the new grapefruit method? I've been hearing about that a lot.
Is that what it is? I've had so many questions and I wanted none of them answered.
I've been wondering what people have been doing with those chickpeas I've been seeing on Twitter, alright?
Oh no.
Oh, it's when it shows up on TikTok that you've got to worry.
Oh, dear.
So, what is everyone else going to be doing for the rest of the evening? Let's start with Ceres.
Oriana, if I'm lucky.
Well then, phrasing.
That wasn't even an effort.
No,
at
it wasn't even.
phrasing.
So I mean, Ceres is just gonna basically just migrate between conversations and be very Ceres. Like, there's not much
Alright.
else. If anyone stops to talk to him, he'll of course talk, but like, he's mostly just gonna migrate around the camp and be an annoying shit. Like,
All right. How about Theodora?
Want me to
Theodora,
mute?
you're muted.
No, I know. She would just try to get to know the lovely ladies traveling with Oriana.
Okay.
Try not to hover too much over you, Ariana. Just try to encourage your friend in the background. Just like catch Adita's eyes. Like you try to be encouraging. But like other than that, she would like try and get to know the other lovely ladies in Oriana's entourage.
Okay.
She's always curious about those who wish to join.
As you will be speaking with them, let us now go to Nico. What would you like to be doing for the rest of the evening?
I mean, everyone else seems to be relaxing, having a decent time. So, yeah, just checking my gear, taking a minute to actually stow the rifle in the little shadow pocket that I have, and yeah, probably chat with Oriana for a second.
Okay. So you go to sit with Oriana, and she goes, "Hello, Nico."
Hello there, Oriana. It's like, no, I don't want to take up too much of your time.
Do I notice them, GM?
Yes.
I stared daggers at Nico.
Nico, give me an insight. All right. You kind of got this prickling sensation that somebody is watching you, and you feel like it's intense.
Thank you for the sub, TTRPG.
In the back of my mind, it's like, okay, I know what that is. Ugh. So, from what I understand, there's a bit of a history between Kadig and Larissa, yeah?
That would be correct. Larissa is the wife of Kadik in our pantheon.
Huh. Yeah. I've listened to Kadig for a good while now, but admittedly my knowledge is a little more on the amateur level. Don't suppose you have any books or anything of the subject matter I can probably just do some digging on?
I don't have anything on me, but we do have quite an extensive library in Savona. When we get there, I'll point you in that direction.
That will be most appreciated. And, well, returning a favor in kind, I could probably skedaddle Theodore and Ceres out of the tent if you and Adita want to have a bit of a private chat.
Thank you. I was meaning to have a private chat with her tonight.
Do I hear any of this?
The answer is yes, you do.
Nice.
Bright red. All
So-
the way to my hair.
Theodora will just pat Adita on the head.
Yeah, just, I'll keep the two busy. That way we don't disturb your private conversation.
Thank you. You know, Theodora did mention that her friends were so considerate, especially to one another. It's good to have people who are close as family, if not more.
yeah,
Yeah.
I bet.
Wait.
Yeah.
Larissa likes to
Trying
keep
to
you close. I see.
Did they ascribe to like the southern temple of Larissa? The deep southern temple?
No, it's not like that.
Ooh.
No, but yeah, after that, I'll just keep doing my thing.
Okay. As the night continues, Theodora is there kind of giving support to her friend, I imagine, after having a lovely conversation with the acolytes. Oriana will approach Adita and say, "So, would you like to join me in my tent tonight for some wine and conversation?"
Yes. We're having wine.
Oh, Ceres.
Adita.
Ceres. Hey, Ceres.
We're having wine.
No,
I love
Ceres.
wine.
Ceres.
So Adita keeps trying to open her mouth, and every time she opens her mouth to say, yes, wine, I love wine, it seems like Ceres's voice is coming out for some reason. Adita keeps struggling just to find the right way to make sounds.
Wine. I love it. It's delicious. On occasion, though, I do prefer the white because the red gives me weird, terrible gas.
Ceres. Hey,
What? What?
so hey, I was gonna do some quick hunting outside. I thought I saw some lamb over there. Do you want to go get it with me?
No, I don't like hunting lamb. You know that. They're very cute.
Theodore is just gonna shove some lamb jerky into Ceres's mouth, turn him around, and
Very
say,
nice.
"Hey, we're gonna go hunting, Ceres," and just start pushing him.
But there's wine.
Ceres, we can get
What?
wine later. In
Oh,
fact,
can we?
and I'll snag a bottle of wine from somebody else. Here, I got you some wine. Let's go.
Ah, perfect. Let's hunt.
He's too young for wine, but I like it.
In favor of making sure Ceres doesn't interfere, she's gonna work
Oh my
with.
God.
Nicholas.
I've been waiting for 15 minutes for that. I've been waiting 15 minutes for something to happen between the two of them.
I love you so much.
Oh, goodness.
Slavinas, you're amazing.
Dave was like, "Do you want to do anything?" And I'm like, "No."
Not yet.
It's perfection.
Always.
Oh, goodness. I'm crying a little bit. That was so fun.
So,
Right. He's too young, and I think wine is delicious. I mean, I've tried red and the white, and I mean, I just can't keep coming back to the white because I just like it better. And how do you feel about white wine?
I enjoy a good white wine. I also enjoy a lovely Savona red. She will then reach over, grab your hand with hers, and start walking towards her tent.
I mean, Adita is probably speechless, and has no idea what she's going to do with this. But she stumbles along obediently.
And you will have a lovely evening. The rest of the night,
Adita does.
the rest of the night goes by uneventfully. I mean, does anything happen with Theodora, Ceres, and Nico on their hunt?
Oh, please tell me you guys take him lamb hunting.
Oh,
I think that's
100%.
what that
100%. We
Please
totally
tell
get.
me.
Do we have to roll survival to see if we come across anything that we actually hunt?
Sure, give me a survival check, you three.
Survival. I'm very bad at surviving.
So am I. Hold on.
Okay.
This is the worst hunt ever. At least I have the jerky and some wine. You two are very bad at this. Adita should have been brought with us. I told you. Adita's much better at this than. Glug, 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 glug. Yeah.
Well, Ceres, if you keep throwing rocks at what we're trying to hunt, it's gonna scare it off. We can't hunt it if
No,
you
that's
keep
how you
killing it
kill
with
it.
here.
Adita told me you hit it with a rock to stun it, and then you kill it.
Yeah, you have to be able
Look,
to hit
another
it with
deer.
you keep throwing
Ah!
Ceres. Oh my god. Complicated. Give me patience.
So something tells me Nikos is the one finding stuff. Ceres is the one throwing rocks, and Theodora is just admiring the stars because she knows she's not gonna find anything.
I want to go back. Adita's more fun to hang around with.
Totally just keeping an eye out. She keeps looking back to the tent. She's just distracted, making sure her friend's having a good time, waiting to see if something catches on fire because she knows Adita.
You guys
Where's my
notice
little
that
pet?
Ceres starts
Again,
wandering
Adita
off.
doesn't set stuff on fire.
Well,
She stabs.
I am specifically keeping an eye on Ceres.
Well, he's moving back. He said he was moving back to the site.
I turn him back around. Ceres, look, we can't
jump in
go
a
back
bush.
empty-handed.
You jump in a bush. Perception, I suppose.
If you
Look
want.
myself. Ah!
I follow.
You're being observed, Ceres. You can't stealth while being observed.
That's why I jump in the bush first.
You see Ceres jump in the bush.
And I follow him.
I see nothing. I am still
Okay.
distracted.
Bob and weave.
Oh god.
And then they go right instead of going left, and in the right where they thought that I was, it's just a shattered jug that I was drinking.
Okay.
Theodora heads back to camp, knowing where this is going.
Okay.
Theodora, we need to put manacles on him
Where's
again.
my little
Like,
pet?
Jingly manacles. Just really loud jingly ones.
You mean your skiz?
No, my little pet.
Which one?
My little pet. The one that
Hush your pet.
yeah, my little pet.
Hush your pet. Well, she went to go turn in with in for the evening with the other acolytes.
No, who's out and by the fire or anything?
There's maybe like a few guards that are near the fire. Some you see are standing up and keeping an eye on things.
Oh, have one of them roll a perception.
All right. That has me worried when a player tells me to have. Let's see, D20. Let's say 3.
Meanwhile, Seppi Snake is killing me over here.
All right, we got a 7. So what happens?
Nothing. I pop up behind one of them. I'm like, hey, where's Adita?
Wait, I'm sorry. What?
Where's Adita?
Oh, the one with the purple hair and top knot.
Yeah.
She's
In the background, you just see the two of them waving and putting hands over their lips, shaking their heads.
she's not here right now, but you can leave your name and number after the beep. Beep.
Damn. Okay. Hey, Adita, Ceres. Wait, what are we doing?
I don't know.
Ceres, why are you terrorizing the
Oh,
guard?
Nico! I didn't think you were here. Hi, Nico.
Uh-huh. Hi, Ceres.
Hey, so we were hunting. Yeah, let's go hunting.
Yeah.
Theodore's
Yay,
gonna
hunting.
put a leash on Ceres with one of the children's harnesses and make it out of rope.
I hate everything here. Fuck this place.
What do I have to roll to? What do I have to roll to?
Nothing.
Hog tie / child harness the lizard?
I would say, in regards to the lizard, it's probably just like memorized emotions at this point.
I mean, you know, it depends. Are you trying to do it sneakily?
No.
Oh, then it's just an animal handling roll.
Okay.
Okay.
It will assist.
I won't.
If you want, I'll assist you. I think you. Wait, who has?
I have
So-
a negative 1.
Animal handling would be a survival check in this edition, if I'm not
There's
mistaken.
Animal handling. There is animal handling though.
Oh, there is?
Like-
It's an animal
yeah.
handling check.
Yeah.
Okay. 20.
Okay. So, Ceres, you are
Yes.
tied up, and Nico and Theodora are dragging you back to their tent.
Well, that's not how I expected this night to go.
She is very good with the bondage.
This is boring. We did this last
Phrasing at
time.
this point.
Hey, Theodora, you're gonna have to show me how you did that knot. That's kind of interesting.
Oh, sure, no problem.
It's a religious mystery.
Yeah, no.
Dragged along the floor with Nico and Theodore. It's like, I don't like it. This reminds me of that one time where we went to the temple and you tied me up and left me in the room, and then you all had fun in another place.
I'm legitimately just picturing Ceres as like, you know, full passive resistance, like just lying there, getting dragged on
Exactly
the floor,
that.
like the child that doesn't want to leave the park.
And you do see
Precisely.
like a couple guards watching as this is going on. Like a few of the acolytes peek out of their tents to look as well. And
Help
you
me, they're going
guys
to beat me.
Okay. So we're gonna assume the rest of the night will go by uneventfully for a majority of you.
I don't know
It-
why we don't get a lot done in these sessions.
I don't know about the
No,
rest
it's a
of
mystery.
you, but Adita's getting plenty done right now.
So-
Adita's learning a lot right now.
So, just for my own
Oh,
giggles,
no! Connection
Adita,
breakdown.
what happened?
Oh, that might be on your end. I can still see the Twitch.
Yeah, we're fine. We're fine here.
Okay.
Adita,
Yeah.
do me a favor and give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, why does that worry me just like this much?
It's
Right,
just
because
a
of the
single
wine. It's
Constitution.
probably for the wine.
All right, come on, roll 20. Let's actually roll that con. Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. It'll do it eventually, I swear. Roll 20 is just a snarky there.
There we go.
Okay.
Anyway, so
Isn't there an actual formula for this thing?
Actually, yes. Would you like me to take out the book?
So, Adita, you have a wonderful, amazing night. You have experiences you've never had before. Clearly, she is a
Any of them
person.
involve sobriety.
Sobriety? What's sobriety? Tomorrow, you are going to wake up with 1 point of exhaustion.
Oh.
Oh. Okay, I don't know how that works, but I'm gonna learn right now.
I think
The good
one
news-
point is I think disadvantage.
You
Yes.
just have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Yeah.
You know.
Just for the day. Until you actually get some rest.
Oh man.
She had a very long night.
Thank you, friends. Hey, Starglass, you can spend points and he'll put his rules away. But until then, you'll have to earn it.
I actually don't know where my book is. I could have sworn I had it right here.
So,
Apparently not.
the next morning, everyone gets up. Breakfast is served. You see Adita stumbling out of Oriana's tent with
Hey, now,
probably
Adita doesn't stumble. Watch.
Tonight, this morning she
Very
does.
slowly, possibly with her hand over her eyes.
I'm
You
gonna have
know-
a cup of coffee ready for her.
Aw.
she's in her trousers and a shirt. She has most of her stuff in her other hand. It looks like she had a wild ride last night.
Can we not have this discussion? This is giving me flashbacks.
Hey, now every single one of us has been to a con, all right?
I mean, yes.
Yes. And we have all done 2 a.m. Denny's.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean,
Okay,
yeah.
this is somewhere between what happens at 2 a.m. Denny's, what happens at the con, and what happens at 10 a.m. in the Starbucks line.
Yes.
Just about. Just about. My favorite part is after the 2 a.m. Denny's and before the Starbucks line, because then there's round 2. Oh my gosh. There were a lot of gifted subs. Thank you.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Starglass.
What was I going to say?
So,
I don't know, but
Oh, I'm very upset. Adita had a wonderful time. They took me out hunting last night, Adita, without you. It was
Okay.
terrible.
okay. For the love of all of the gods, Can you be distressed more quietly?
It was terrible. I didn't like it. We went out there. We didn't catch a single thing. Nico kept throwing rocks at the deer, and Theodora was just standing there with a smile, looking at the camp, and it was very weird.
Okay. I know that you have said a lot of words, Ceres, and you're probably going through a lot of things right now. And if I was a Ceresan, I would probably be saying something that was appropriate and comforting to whatever you're going through. But for the love of everything, can I just get some goddamn coffee?
Nikos is there with a mug. Theodora is there with a
acceptance.
blanket.
Acceptance of the comforting words you have said, and I repeat thank yous for the comfort. Is that how this goes? I don't know this game.
Yeah, Theodora.
That's definitely what we've talked about before, Ceres. You're doing really good, little man. I'm big proud of you, okay? I'm just gonna go over here and die quietly in a corner. What the hell was I drinking last night? Oh my god. Above and below. I swear I will never make these foolish mistakes again. Spare me from the purgatory of existence.
I'm gonna lean over to Theodora.
Orcs.
I'll give it a week.
Nah, I give it a couple days. We're still traveling with everyone.
So, breakfast is had. Oriana and her acolytes eventually join all of you. The camp is packed up, and you guys continue down the trail for another day. Another evening comes. Again, everything is repeated. Your journey so far has been... You have not been disturbed at all during your trip. You
I
set
beg
up...
to differ, sir. We have been very disturbed, mostly by Ceres wanting to go and kill people in their sleep again.
That was their own fault, in my defense.
Okay,
I can't kill them
yes.
because you called them soldiers.
I did, and that's true.
I can only kill commanders and higher.
And people that were being paid to murder.
Yes.
So, again, you guys have some dinner. You're going to take some shifts in regards to guard duty, if you so desire.
Theodora would offer.
Not against.
I'll do first and last shift.
Oriana will actually invite Edita back to her tent this evening again.
You gonna make me roll another Constitution check? 'Cause
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, Adita is definitely really enjoying the white wine. For all that she's had some red in her day, you know, there's nothing like a bottle of white. And that was with disadvantage, mofongo.
Okay. All right. Before we get into Adita's activities,
Nice.
I do see Ceres has disappeared.
Theodora, did you take the bells off him?
He chewed them off himself.
Where the hell did he go?
Do you have to roll perception?
Gotta beat a 22.
I can try.
Definitely not
Yeah.
Nico.
Yeah, just so we're aware, I created a barbarian that is insanely good at stealth. I get a +5.
What is this?
Because I wanted him to be annoying. This is how you create characters that aren't broken, just fun. All right? But he's also broken.
Hey, you know what? I love it. So,
I'm a cleric of Larissa. Who needs points in wisdom?
Oh, not you, honey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
So-
honey.
Ceres, what are you doing?
I DM'd you.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh,
sweet,
no.
beautiful gods.
Oh no. Give me 1 second, everyone.
Theodora, we really need to find a better way to tie him up.
Chains? Chains?
Probably chains, maybe.
Okay. At least they jingle, and when he starts gnawing on them, we'll know.
Where did you send the DM?
To Discord.
Discord. Okay.
Yeah.
Do.
I'm very sorry, chat. But we will get back to all the
Are
fun
you
things in
done?
about 2
peek and
What are
see
you
what's
talking
seconds.
about? This
going
is
on.
fun.
Oh, but poor chat has been suffering, and I just want to point out that, you know, at this point, Nerf or Nothing has taken on a whole new meaning, thanks Seppi. And I feel
So-
slightly uncomfortable about it.
The rest of the
But
evening,
I'm also kind of delighted.
Oh no, I didn't know
So-
what that meant.
Oh,
So-
honey, you scroll up in the chat. We'll watch the video later because that's definitely a moment.
so the rest of the night will go by. Adita, you thought last night was great. This time, you are ready for the party. You have been well educated. Your time is wonderful. Now, Theodora.
Right? Posture check.
Theodora. Ceres just pops up behind you.
Uh-huh.
And he has
Theodora.
some.
Theodora,
Uh-huh.
I'm very concerned.
She
So when-
jumps like almost a mile in the air, not expecting this.
So like
A cat with a cucumber.
it's very weird. Like I'm very curious because I saw a lot of like I
Oh,
so I
no.
was over at the tent, okay, and I wanted to see what fun was being had without me. But it's kind of awkward because I don't understand like why exactly do they do the thing, and then they started screaming, and there was a lot. I didn't want to get involved because I didn't think Adita. I knew Adita could handle herself with your cousin. It's fine. I assumed that they were going to kill each other though in a battle. I don't know what's happening. You remember that one time we saw the guys wrestling with the mud and the oil? It was like that. The
Mhm.
issue being that I don't think that they were upset about it.
No, they're actually very happy about it.
Why?
How do I explain this?
I don't know. How are you going to explain it?
Nikos!
Also,
Make
does
a-
it taste
make a
good? Because
perception
Adita
check,
looked like that
Theodora.
they were having a good time.
Did Nikos just smell? Nikos.
I think a will save at this point. Like
Theodora.
pork.
Tonight! Roll 20!
But wait, does it taste good or not? Because Adita looked like they were enjoying themselves.
Okay,
It's one.
I need to roll something real quick.
What are we rolling for?
I need to roll intelligence to see if she can come up with a way to be blunt or family friendly about this.
Okay. Hey! All right, Theodora. You can probably the best way to describe this to Ceres because
Right.
Ceres is Ceres, but he understands the term pinochle.
Right, exactly. She explains pinochle.
Oh, okay. I understand. I've seen Nico do that a few times.
Yes.
Yeah, he went to that really nice house with all the nice ladies out front that had the red lights.
Right.
looked through the window.
Exactly. So it's pinochle.
Oh,
and
I
it
just
could
want to know
be-
why it smelled like clams.
I mean, everyone's different.
Ah, okay.
Oh my god. Sylvanus, I'm dying.
so,
I'm not with you tonight.
so from now on, the code word is if we say pinochle, you know what they're doing.
Oh, this is amazing. Tonight's a perfect RP night.
Generally, people like to enjoy their pinochle on their own, though.
Oh, I
Nico
understand.
enjoys his pinochle on his own.
Theodore's gonna enjoy a lot of pinochle when they get back to Savona.
Are we going to a gaming den? Because I haven't been to one of those in a minute, and yeah, I could play some pinochle.
I just can't wait for breakfast the next morning. So, would you like me to roll any perception checks for guard duty tonight?
Nah, guard duty's gonna go by uneventful. The rest of the evening passes by. Another nice evening. You're traveling up the coast of Cafella. It's been just a wonderful trip, and you have not
Yeah,
been.
hold on.
Taste last night.
I had a question.
Okay, so the next morning, yes, Theodora.
Question. Anything happening with that book?
The book is under lock and key.
Okay. Nothing weird happening with it. No glowy things, no whispers, no nothing.
None of that.
Good.
Yeah, someone
okay.
took the book a week ago and they ran off with it and left an empty box.
No, Theodora's been checking on that book every day and night, like morning and before they go to sleep to make sure it's still there. Second off, any weird dreams? Any weirdness happening again? Because she's been kind of a little bit paranoid since it happened back at the temple.
This evening, no. Everything so far has been super green.
Got it. Okay, I just wanted to double check those things because those are kind of weird oddities for her.
All right. So it is morning. Everyone, approaches. It's breakfast time. Everyone, steps out of the tent to receive their breakfast. Adita seems to be much better this morning. Your point of exhaustion is gone. Adita is smiling and relaxed and has this... I'm sorry, Adita has this wonderful glow about her. And everyone sits down to enjoy a lovely breakfast.
I love it.
Man, I love mornings like this. There's nothing that really beats a crisp morning on the road, surrounded by the soldiers that you love, the backs that you guard every day, the men and women that watch over your shoulder when you need them most.
Yeah,
Here's
I
to
was
you
looking in your tent
guys.
last night.
You what?
What?
I was definitely sleeping in my tent last night. Yes.
Yeah, I saw.
It was fine. Everything was normal.
I didn't see. Everything was fine and normal. By
That's
the way,
right, Ceres. Eat
Pinochle
your
looks fun.
breakfast
I
pudding.
should do that too.
Don't play. What? Yeah, we can go to a gaming den. You want to learn how to play Pinochle?
Yes.
Okay. All right. What? All right, Nico. We got to take the boy to a gambling house sometime. This is going to be great. I don't think I've ever seen Ceres throw dice.
Also,
As-
when Ceres gambles, he's gonna kill some.
As they're
And
talking,
you say that like this is going to surprise us?
Yeah, right.
Theodora's just gonna lean over to Oriana and just be like, "So how was it?"
Incredibly good last night. She
Ah,
takes
she's
to
just
lessons really well.
I don't doubt that. She's a very quick learner.
Clearly.
Do I?
It's good to see her in high spirits, and it's good to see everyone else in high spirits. I cannot wait. But I do want to say this. I can't wait till we get back to Savona and we get rid of that book because, oh my god, it feels icky.
Yeah, I've been keeping an eye on it, making sure nothing happens to it because I don't trust anything having to deal with that book.
Neither do I. That book should not exist, but the governess, she'll know what to do.
Theodora will nod. How much longer till we're there, by the way?
All right. So let's go ahead and we're going to speed things up a little bit now.
No, it's
So-
fine. Theodora wants to know how much longer. Like, how long is the trip normally?
This would probably be like a 5 to 6 day trip. You guys
Okay.
are making great time. And at this point, we're going to go ahead and speed things up a little bit.
You're good.
All right. Continuing on the Porta Amare, you do eventually crest a hill and you see before you the great city that is known as Sweet Savona. Upon arriving, you do see that the large city gate at the Porta Mare, nor you see the elegant barges that ferry passengers to the main island down the Grand Canal that strikes home that you are in the wondrous city of passion, but rather is a unique fragrance which is neither too pungent nor too cloying that gives it the famous descriptor as sweet. Fun little fact that you know, Theodora, that there is in the temple of Sweet Savona, they burn a certain incense which permeates that sweet smell all over the city that everyone
Okay.
can enjoy. The only people who don't enjoy it are the Allori, the elves of Arcanis. For some odd reason, they have an allergy to it, and it causes them to sneeze mercilessly. So if you're wandering the town of Sweet Savona and you see someone covering their face, chances are it's an Allori. Next, Sweet Savona streets are festooned with colorful streamers, banners. Let's see. Letting everyone know of the Saturnalia due to be celebrated in a few days. Everywhere one turns, small bridges link the city together, reminding one that it actually rests upon many small islands and is strung together like a string of pearls, each one adding to the beauty of whole. You see so many bright colors. You see people in these ostentatious outfits that would be unheard of almost anywhere else in the world, except here during this celebration. The best way to describe it is imagine Carnival from Rio de Janeiro. That's how much color and the kind of outfits you see going on right now. In the very center of the city, and incidentally, your destination, is the manifestation, the magnificent Temple of Larissa. This many-storied building is shaped like a ziggurat, with the temple's apex crowned by a large brazier burning the sacred incense of the smiling goddess day after day without interruption. Let's see. Disembarking from a scarlet lacquered gondola, you step upon a paved landing and into the thronging mass, all smiles and laughing. The festive nature of the city is quite infectious, and you can tell that the Larissans you are accompanying are happy to be back home. Even Heshepet is beginning to smile even more broadly despite herself. The main road of the city, the Via Risum, or the Way of Laughter leading to the temple, is a miniature festival in of itself. The Via is lined with open-air taverns or cafes where sweetmeats and fine red Savonan wines flow like Yaris's beard. Small vendors ply their wares, selling anything from small handcrafted goods and fine delicacies to mass and garnished garments for the upcoming Saturnalia. Now, you are wandering this kind of very colorful, very festive bazaar. Is there anything you would like to do?
Yeah, I want to get out of here. I hate it.
Fuck.
What?
I'm going to eat everything that comes to hand.
You see that there are plethora of, here, try this, try this, try this. Nico, you start seeing Saresin picking different little toothpicks, work for different meats from different vendors.
Are you just walking through the mall food court?
Yes, twice.
Okay.
And then I put on a beard, and then I walk again.
How many of them are just that same dang bourbon chicken?
5 times.
Good job.
With glasses, without glasses, beard.
With a fake nose, please put on a fake nose.
So, but it's on the end of his snout.
Of course, as it should be.
And it's red in a circle and spherical.
Exactly, in a circle.
I honestly just kind of want to fade into the shadow of a building as Ceres is doing this.
And you do so
Pray
with
that
ease.
none of these kiosk people approach me because, oh god, they're gonna talk to me.
Theodore
Okay.
is just loving backing B home. She's just loving it here. She's just, I haven't been here in so long. All the excitement.
This is where you're from?
Yes.
On purpose?
Yes. She's just going to pat Adita's shoulder. It says, "This is home for me, honey."
I can see why you left to join the Legion.
I mean, after a while, it can get a bit much, but it is nice being back.
It's been a while, hasn't it?
A very long while.
Okay, good, because I think it's a bit much already. When can we leave?
Oh, you
Oh,
might.
look! Ceres is committing crimes! I should take him out of the city before he does more bad things and someone catches him. Come on, Ceres, we should probably go camp about a mile outside of town. That seems like a good place to be.
Okay, I
Oh,
take the
no.
tray. As someone's proffering me a thing, I take the tray and leave the toothpick in their
Oh.
hand. And then walk away with Adita.
Oh, wait, sir? Sir, that's...
Theodora
Oh.
will just give the guy a couple silver.
Thank you, my lady. For this much silver, he could have gotten a whole platter for himself. That would have been more than what he had there.
But
Nom, nom,
it's more
nom.
for the stress.
I tap someone on the shoulder and I hand them the empty tray and take theirs.
She's not gonna.
And this is how Adita and I leave the city.
Well,
are we seeing
remember,
this?
you have to ensure the book gets to its final destination.
Oh,
No, well then that's how we proceed.
Can we deliver this book already? I think I'm getting hives from the in here. I'm definitely allergic to where is that guy from? He's from Sweet Savon. I'm allergic to Savonans, I think. Yeah, does this look like a rash?
Nico, what are you doing?
I'm just observing all this. Wow.
Nico's here for the chaos.
All right. So some time passes. Much food is consumed, mainly by Ceres. Arriving at the temple, Oriana leads your party unerringly through its maze-like interior. Let's see. Go away. You pass various chambers and shrines that are like nothing you have ever seen before. In one chamber, a fountain flows with not clear water, but a heady golden wine. In another, the chamber is filled with large, soft cushions and oversized divans. Suggestive murals adorn the wall depicting scenes that appear to be nigh biological impossibilities. Normally, explains Oriana, the Lady Maliza Valsheen resides at the governor's palace, but during religious festivities, she can always be found here. You are led up a marbled staircase to the top floor of the temple. Passing through a small foyer, you will be led into a large room which takes up almost the entire floor. A veritable army of attendants, scribes, and sycophants scurry about the chamber like bees attending their queen. In the center of this ordered chaos is Maliza Valsheen, governor of the province of Kefela and high priestess of the Temple of Larissa. Reclining upon a gilded throne crafted to resemble a peacock, this middle-aged woman looks neither matronly nor motherly, but exude a vivaciousness and sensuality that a woman half her age could barely muster. Her long dark hair, braided with twin golden twine, cascades down her left shoulder. Wearing a diaphanous scarlet robe that even Oriana would hesitate to wear, her immaculately manicured hand rests upon the head of a pet black leopard that purrs at her touch.
Oh, that's a normal pet for sure.
Now,
One I'm sure Theodora is very familiar with, as she has seen it a bunch of times.
Hello, ma'am. I really enjoy your pussycat. It looks very nice. Very big, though.
oh, this little thing, and she pets her cat, her leopard.
Yes.
He's a very good boy.
Both of them are.
Adita, I'm sorry, Theodora, Oriana, welcome back, and especially you, Theodora. It has been quite some time since we last looked upon one another.
The-
I am
Go ahead.
I am so happy to see you back and safe from your time in the legions.
I am very happy to be back and whole. It has been a very long time indeed. I'm very happy to be back. I'm glad to see you're doing very well.
As always, I attend to my duties as both the governess and the head of this temple. But I was told there was a matter of very importance that brought you here along with some of your companions. I believe all former legionnaires.
Theodora would nod in response. As who has the book?
Oriana has two of the guards carrying a chest, and then the chest is where the book resides right now.
Theodora would motion to the chest. It seems while visiting Valtenson Manor, we came across a heretical cult of sorts, and we found this.
I see. She looks at it, like calculating. There's a plethora of emotions going through her, and she tells, she makes a gesture for them to close the box. Thank you. I will see to it that it is disposed of. Now, thank you. Thank you for your service, Theodora, Oriana, for bringing this to our attention.
Inside check.
Go for it.
Ooh. Yeah, may as well.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
She means exactly what she says, and she is most definitely going to see to it that this book is taken care of and stored away, if not destroyed.
Good.
I will see to it that this book reaches the hands of the Inquisition, and they will know what to do with it.
Theodora would offer some, because she would have spent some of the time on the journey. That's kind of why I asked how long the journey was. She would have spent some time along the journey writing the details of that cult and what they managed to find out and all the, connectivities of it, and offer it to one of her guards to hand to her.
Thank you. But I need to let you know that I am not alone here. But before that, please, Theodora, introduce me to your friends.
Of course. This is Adita. She is and this is Adita, Ceres, she motions to the giant lizard, and Nikos Valborde. Did I say that
What's the lady's
correctly?
Valborda.
Borda, sorry. That is not a Theodora thing, that is a me thing.
What's the tiger stroking lady's name?
She is Governess Meliza Valsheem. Now, during this whole time, she was sitting there. There was a few chairs, like high back chairs. And at one point, after she's like, welcome. But I am not alone. I was actually in conference with another individual until I heard that you would be coming here with a matter of most importance. And she inclines her head to the person who is sitting in the chair. The man in the chair gets up. He is wearing a finely tailored toga of plain white. He looks at you. He has kind of a balding pate with the sides showing gray curls. And he greets you all with a warm smile. And you all recognize him. This individual is Decimus. He was the one who hired you for your very first job once you left the Legion in regards to Senator Tenson Balin. He then looks over to the governess. It appears, Holy One, that the Lady of Fate has seen fit to have many paths those of these fine citizens cross again. I have had dealings with them before, and they were most capable and discreet. Perhaps they may be able to assist my employer yet again.
Yes, we know this lady Malign Vault Sheep.
Theodora is trying very hard not to go glare at Ceres, knowing this is just how he is.
He very nice man.
I'm gonna shove food in his mouth.
She looks at Ceres and then looks at Decimus. They are a strange bunch, it would appear, but if you feel it necessary, Decimus, Although it seems a case of simple theft, the city guard should be able to apprehend the culprit soon enough. I understand that the senator is a modest man, as you well know, your eminence, and his name need not be banded out. Suffice it to say, ladies and gentlemen, a shipment meant for my employer was broken into. The good senator is a collector of antiquities and wishes to recover 3 items that were stolen from a crate I was to receive on his behalf. The items are a helm, staff, and urn of some ancient civilization, quite possibly a lorry. I wish to hire you to reclaim these artifacts and bring the thieves to justice. Can I once again count upon your efficiency and discreetness? I am aware that you just probably completed your journey, and I'm sure there is things you want to do, but I have all the faith in you, and I am willing to pay you quite handsomely for this task.
Heck, you could pay me moderately handsomely and throw some cash in there too, and I'd be pretty thrilled to do it for you.
Ah, yes. How will 200 Imperial sound?
Hey, Theodora. You know, actually, Anita's not quite that stupid. I don't know. How does 200 Imperial sound? Does that sound like a fair rate?
Seeing as that most legionnaires, their annual salary was probably about 20 Imperials,
Yeah.
200 sounds pretty fair.
Yeah, that sounds, I guess that sounds alright. Seems, moderately fair. How do you pay in handsoms, though? Because, I mean, I don't have a use for slaves.
It wouldn't be slaves, it would be the gold.
Oh! See, these are those big city euphemisms that you all talk in, and I don't truck well with this.
Theodora would just
But I'll take your money, ma'am.
Theodora would just give a small chuckle at that.
Very well, but before, would you do you have any questions regarding anything of the theft?
Not like that, Ceres.
Quite a few things as to where it happened, are there any suspects, the nature of which, any details about it?
Okay. I was alerted of this afternoon when I arrived in Savona to take receipt of the crate. The governor herself informed me of the theft. It was discovered at the Dock 18 in Little Savona, the island just off the coast. Okay, you asked for a suspect. I have not had a chance to speak with the guards. The person in charge of the investigation is Flavia Prisani, a most capable captain of the guard, as the governor informs me. I can have a writ signed by the governor requesting that she cooperate with you. At this, the governor nods her head.
That would be most helpful and appreciated.
Do you have any other questions? This is the GM asking the players.
You said it was just 3 things that were stolen?
Yes.
What details can you give us about these things? Why would someone have been so interested in stealing what amounts to antiques?
I do not know. I have no idea. I was merely told to come and make arrangements for its delivery to Corian.
Who was the recipient?
The recipient was my master.
It was an urn, a staff, and a what?
A helm.
A helm, okay. I was gonna think crown, but I'm like, that's not the word that was used.
All right, chat. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start up a poll. Who thinks Ceres is gonna get possessed this time?
By all means.
And which item?
Yeah, right. That's gonna be next time.
Come on, we all know it's a cursed helm. Ceres
Could
is
be
going
the
to try to
staff.
put it on. He's going to end up getting angry and wearing it as a boot.
So
And
my-
then it's going to possess him. And he
My
won't
thought
able
it's
to get
gonna be the
cursed helm off
urn.
his foot.
I was-
It's the urn.
I was gonna
My
go
thing
with the
was
urn
urn.
also.
My thing is the urn. It's gonna be a spirit from the urn, and he's just gonna have an urn on his back with the spirit now behind him.
How much possession can we fit in one campaign?
In one
Da-da-da-da.
character.
When we do this later, we're gonna have to do one of those betting polls. People can bet if an item is possessed. This is gonna be fun.
Oh god, that would be amazing. Yeah, I'd throw bits into that.
Yeah.
Heck, I mean, Dave, I am down for you letting the viewers buy cursed items for the party.
Oh
Oh,
That would
no.
be amazing.
Yes, buy
I
us
will-
cursed items, guys.
I tell you what I will do eventually is I will add some other channel point requests for things like granting the PCs inspiration
Yes,
during the
TTRPG.
adventure. I
That'd be
think you
cool.
guys would really like that.
Yes, oh, that'd be awesome. But
And I mean-
also, like, because I'm a horrible glutton, it's okay. You can hurt us a little bit. And by us, I actually mean Nico. I'm a glutton for Nico's punishment.
Just impose disadvantage.
Curse his underwear.
Yeah, I haven't. I does anyone actually have any more questions for
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean
for
to
Malign
go
Bolt
off
Sheep?
rip.
No. It's fine. I
Yeah,
started it. I always
Yeah,
do.
the only other questions I have would be what would the items look like? Like, are there any specific
Right.
markings or anything on them?
They don't probably have any specific markings, but they probably will still be together as if as they were stolen. So if you find a helm, a staff, and an urn, that should be exactly what you're looking for, especially if it looks very fancy and almost has the elaborate elven look to it. You probably found them.
So it's Olori in nature?
Yes, she said it was
Got it.
some
Okay.
Ilori antiquities. Have we checked
Okay.
Hobby Lobby?
I missed that word. Understood.
And
And
I
who
think
was
we
that-
should actually tell me, ma'am. Do you happen to know the owners of the local crafting emporium? I just, have some questions for them as well.
Well, I believe Mr. Decimus here is going to put you in contact with the guard, and you will probably head over to the Savonin dock to maybe start your investigation. That's probably where you would want to start.
Of course. I merely wanted to make sure we were exploring all of the possible leads here. Out of curiosity, is there anything we should be cautious of in retrieving these artifacts for you?
Decimus like, well, I would assume you would probably take some precaution. They are thieves, after all. I would be very
no,
worried.
I meant in terms of the artifacts themselves, sir.
We don't know much about the artifacts. Just tread carefully. Treat an artifact like an artifact. With caution. Maybe not directly touch it until it can be
And the hammer.
properly identified.
And I mean, I know you mentioned they're thieves, but I'm sure, as you might imagine, considering the outcome of our last job for you, Decimus, sir, well, I guess I should come out right and say it. What are your thoughts on homicides connected to this? And by homicides, I mean I'm bringing the lizard, and you know how that turns out.
Just make sure, whatever you do, if a fight breaks out and you have to defend yourselves, please inform the guards.
Yes.
Of course.
Sh-
I will happily inform the guards of my intent to defend myself.
Please show them the writ and that you are working on behalf of that writ. And the governess has authorized the writ as well. She's like, yes, as long as you keep in contact with the guards and inform them of your investigation. Just please, just don't go randomly killing people in the
She
city.
has She's now has like a bead of sweat looking at Ceres. She's like, oh shit.
I can assure you that random murder is absolutely not on any of our agendas. We
A
are
little bit.
professionals, ma'am.
Except
And
for me.
Ceres, we talked about it. You kill people when you are hired and paid to do it.
Yes.
Like a good soldier.
Yes.
Ceres, you be a good soldier.
Yes.
Yes, he'll be a good soldier, ma'am. I assure you, we're not here for wanton murder. We're not that kind of party. If you wanted that, I think you'd probably hire pathfinders. We're
Agree.
soldiers, ma'am.
What
And I don't
pathfinders?
even want him.
You know what I mean.
Well, it was very nice to meet you, Distressed Vault Sheep. Decimus, it's always a pleasure.
Thank you for getting my name right. You
Of course, it's an easy name, unlike everyone else's.
I can't pronounce half of the things in this game.
Everyone
To be
has
fair, I can't.
complicated names.
What,
And I'm a historian.
yeah. What was the governess's name?
Distressed Vault Sheep.
Meliza
No,
Valshim.
Meliza.
Yeah, Malign Vault Sheep, like I said.
How is Meliza hard?
Malign.
Because she's got 7. I understand what Ceres's problem is. I can barely remember the names of the people that I work with. And
I mean,
want me
that's
to
fair.
remember
I have a
malign
notebook.
voltage sheeps.
I have a whole notebook dedicated to names because I can never and they're not even written correctly. They're written how I would perceive them to be pronounced.
Right. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna tell you how long it took me to like learn the names of my staff, because that would make me a dick.
Yeah. And if any of them are watching, what's your name again?
Yeah.
Right, and I definitely remember you. It's just I'm bad at names. I remember your face. I definitely remember your face. You know what? How do you spell your name
Anyhow.
again? Sorry, guys, it's that week. I know I'm
You're
wrecked
good.
and I'm derailing
So-
everything.
You're
So,
good.
Decimus says, so I take it you will accept the job?
Theodora would nod and say, "Yes, we will graciously accept the opportunity."
Thank you so very much, my friends. I will see to it that you are given a gondola that shall escort you across the bay to where you need to go to the warehouse.
Oh, please tell me it's with one of those singing gondoliers. I've always wanted to punch one in the face.
No.
No, this is going to be a government vehicle.
Right.
It's involuntary.
A government
Yeah.
gondola.
Yeah. Hey, as a player, where would they be staying? As Theodora, probably in the temple.
Oh, you really want to put Adita and Ceres in the temple?
No, she doesn't.
You know,
They're probably-
Theodora,
yeah.
says Meliza, you're always welcome to stay here, but I'm sure it may be difficult to find a place in the city as the festival is going to begin.
Yeah.
But I'm
Uh-huh.
sure arrangements can be made.
That would be most appreciated. We'll try and find some, but I remember how things are this time of year.
All right. So, with that, Decimus will bid you all farewell. Meliza Valshim will nod and thank you for everything you have done and for also keeping Theodora safe. Now, a short trip by gondola across Savona Channel finds you at the docks of Little Savona. Being early evening, the amount of activity on the dock is almost non-existent as most ships has released their cargo and the crews have ferried over to the mainland. The few people still around at this time are a few dock workers taking care of some last-minute business. A few quick questions direct you to the captain of the guard, Flavia Prisani. She is in the warehouse where the merchandise was being held for transport.
What
Now,
was that name again?
Flavia Prisani, Flavia Priscani.
Got it.
GHB.
The warehouse is a large wooden structure with only one door and a large sliding door used to move cargo in and out. The back end of the warehouse appears to be filled with crates, each approximately 5 square feet, and numbered 1 to 30. One crate in particular has been pulled out of the ordered stacks, and some implement was used to open the side panel. It remains in the middle of the room, empty but for the straw used to pack the contents. Flavia seems to be a young woman in her mid-30s, with an average Keffelan looks and a no-nonsense attitude about her. She has 2 other guards with her. She appears to be questioning a dock worker. And as you all approach, she turns from the dock worker she was questioning and goes, "And who are you?"
Theodore would give a respectful bow, knowing why this person would be on edge, and say, "We were sent here by Demius. Is that the correct word?
Decimus.
Decimus. Sorry, decimal point. Got it.
Decimal point.
We were sent here by Decius to assist in the investigation," and she would show the writ.
You see, as she looks at the writ, she just grimaces slightly and then turns to you. "Very well. What can I do for you?"
Well, we are just starting on this. We literally were given this request. So, what can you tell us about what happened here?
Let's see. Do-do-do-do. Well, I was here talking to one of the dock workers because he was one of the ones on duty until early morning. He says that he, along with most of the skeleton crew manning the docks late last night, fell asleep. It appears that most everyone on duty last night fell asleep. He says he saw nothing of the robbery or the murder.
I'm sorry, murder?
The dockmaster was found with his throat torn out, his body shoved in a drainage pipe nearby. No one claims to have seen anything.
That's brutal even to
Why did he go
us.
that way?
Yeah.
So, everyone claims to have seen nothing.
Everyone claims to have fallen asleep, which means there was some tampering with the air.
Might
Or
be
some
the
sort.
air. Might
Or
be,
magic.
Who knows?
There was some effect in play, and the dockmaster was murdered. Where is the dockmaster's body?
Let's see, where is the dockmaster's body? Do-do-do-do.
Been cremated.
Hopefully
He-
not.
He was, his remains have been brought to a small office where he's being held until he's shipped back to the mainland. Would you like to see it?
Theodora would nod.
Very well, follow me. And she'll escort you to a side office where there is, in fact, a body of probably a middle-aged man, a little bit of a heavy-set person, definitely has that kind of dock worker look to it. Please give me a medicine check.
Right. Okay. I was trying to see if I could do a spell, but I'm like, nope, that's 3rd level. Medicine. Not the worst.
Okay, a 12. You definitely are able to verify that his throat was torn out, but what looks like to be a claw. Shame, really.
From what Theodora points out, can I tell what kind of creature's claw this might have been?
Give me a knowledge nature check.
Nature? Sure.
Is there anything else that? Oop.
Never mind, I'm using roll 20 tonight, kids.
I was
Roll
gonna.
20 when you absolutely, positively have to fail the roll.
I was gonna. Me personally was wondering if it was animal in nature or if it was like she's seen Adita pop her.
Give me a. You know what, Theodora? Give me a nature check as well.
Okay, I was gonna say if it was animal in nature, or she's also seen Adita pop her claws.
Go for it. You can't rack your brain up with anything else either.
Okay, I figured. Me as a player, questions. Me as a character will not know the answer.
Yeah. So, the captain, Miss Flavia, she's going to continue. The dock master was working on. He worked at from 9 p.m. to 7 a.m. last night. The robbery was not discovered until 9 a.m. or so, and the body was not discovered until he failed to turn up after the entire shift was summoned back to the docks. One of my guards found him.
Can you show us where you found him?
Also,
Sure.
Before we leave, can Theodora like search the body, see if there's anything missing, anything on him, any clues, anything that he may have taken from the person?
Theodora, give me an investigation check. Nico, what did you want to do?
I was asking where they found him.
Okay. She'll show you to the pipe where they found his body stuffed. And she's like, takes you outside to a drainage pipe, and it's like, this is where we found his body. And you can see where there's like a little bit of a blood trail and blood inside the shaft, or in the drain pipe, which is where he was basically placed. And you can tell probably the guards yanked him out of there, and that's why it left some more blood splatter and more blood on the walls of the drain pipe.
So looking around from here, is this just kind of hidden away, or is this a little more out in the open, like this pipe?
You know, in the evening on an island where it was probably very dark, it would have been very hard to find this. But if anyone looking around and come morning, they may have eventually found it, especially if he didn't report back in. Flavia then will continue to, let's see, to you, Nico, since she was the one who showed you this. Apparently there was two others that failed to show up last night. One is the young son of the dockmaster who worked as his assistant. The other is a Morantian youth who was hired recently as a watchman. I've never trusted these Morantians, and I bet they were behind the murder and the robbery.
Hey, look, I'm going to start throwing out accusations without seeing these people first, but I can see motive, especially if he is new. But yeah, no idea where they are.
Well, according to the workers, the Morantian, he was bit on the thin side and had the same overall look of an average Morantian. The only distinguishing mark was a tattoo of a black teardrop off the corner of his left eye.
And he said him and the Dockmaster's son never showed up.
Yes.
Where they live?
Well, let's see. For the Morantians, Savona has a Morantian ghetto on the southern end of the city. Immigrants from Abesios come up to Solpeki and Savona looking for an easier life. Instead, they end up causing more trouble than they're worth. They are worse than the vermin in the city sewers sometimes. There's a tavern in the section of the city that caters to their kind, but the locals won't talk to any of my men. Maybe they'll talk to a few curious strangers more readily than they speak to us. I can give you
Maybe
an
because
escort
you're a
there if you
bigot.
like. Excuse
I
me?
mean, at this point, I'm
What?
kind of. He said maybe it's because you're acting like a bigot.
Listen, I work these streets, and the most trouble that we get is from the Morantian Quarter.
I believe it.
Anyhow,
You're also ready to throw somebody under the bus without knowing if it is them or not.
We're not
Well-
here to point fingers. We're here to find answers. So, give me some answers, point me on my way, and I'll be out of your hair.
well, I will have someone escort you to the Morantian Quarter unless there's something else you want to look for around here.
Yeah, is there a Hobby Lobby? I need to check some things. Missing antiquities.
The merchant quarters, the auction house.
Well,
The rest knows what I'm about. Yeah, I love you back, Slavinas.
so, yeah, I got that. Is there anything else you want to do at the warehouse? Anywhere else you want to look or anything?
I keep botching my investigation rolls, so if anyone else wants to give it a shot.
Oh yeah, I'll investigate. It's not going to be worth anything because I am rolling, but it'll do.
Yeah, I'm also gonna start checking around like the crates and stuff.
Balls, Nico.
Okay.
But specifically, what I'm doing is pretty much like walking and bumping into that one bigot, just a couple times. Just excuse me.
It's the captain of the guard.
Good.
So, as you're walking, you give her a bump. Clearly, you were, deep looking around. And she glares at you. But as you're walking and then taking a look at things, you find like what seems to be the imprint of a small foot. And then you find another one. And it takes you outside of the warehouse and onto a ship that is docked near the warehouse. You're following some sort of trail now. And as you get onto the ship, one of the guards is looking at you. And you get to like the main mast. And you find that there are recent markings that someone traveled up to the crow's nest.
Nico, what are you doing?
Hey, Ceres, you want to climb something?
Yes.
All right. You see this little mark right here?
No, but I believe you.
Alright.
It's just a hunch. Something might have climbed up.
Okay.
What do you want?
Yeah. So you just kind of point out the trail to Adita. It's like something might have either gone up to the crow's nest and dropped something off, or who knows. But it's a
Will
little
12
shady.
do for me to climb up the thing?
The handholds make it very easy to climb on
good.
up.
Then I don't need to follow him, even though that was a ball of 18.
So,
You're
Ceres,
backflipping up the pole.
you start climbing up to the crow's nest. You get to the latch. I assume you open it up. You open it up and you peek your head in. Do you peek your head in?
Well, I open up the hatch and I look first because I remember that one time we were on a ship and someone hit me when I opened up the crow's nest. So I look
Well,
first,
I told you not to open up the crow's nest without warning me.
and if no one hits me, then I peek my head up.
You peek your head up and you see before you a small boy.
Hello, young man.
I'm so glad he has a clip guard on.
I
Same.
know. You gotta promote
Feel
that.
that in my soul.
Are you done?
Somebody help!
Somebody help him. Are you done?
Theodore will offer.
Ceres, come on down. Let Adita do the talking.
No, he's yelling.
Oh, because that's
Let
a
it be
bad
to, or
idea. Oh, please let it.
Why are you yelling? Why are you up here? Who are you? Answer my questions. Speak.
You see, he's like trying to talk, But this boy is clearly... Actually, no. Ceres, give me an insight check. Because, the lack of human empathy.
Human empathy.
Oh, wow. Okay. Ceres,
Hey, Ceres has spent a lot of time with humans, okay?
you can clearly see this boy is frightened. Not so much as you, but it seems like he's been up here for a while. And he has the look of almost a wild creature that has focused on nothing but survival, probably for the past few hours.
Okay, Ceres climbs up and shuts the trapdoor behind him. He goes, "Hey, do you want some jerky? I keep it hidden from them because they don't let me eat too much of it."
Okay, Ceres, give me a persuasion check, and you know what? Since you're being nice and offering something to eat, give me with advantage.
Do you want the 10 or the
The
11?
11.
So it's going to be the 11. The boy, he doesn't seem to be warming up to you.
That's fine. I put the piece of jerky towards him, and then I eat the other half of it. So, let me ask you, why exactly are you up here screaming? It's very rude.
The boy looks at you, and he's thinking, oh my god, if I don't move, maybe he can't see me.
And then I open up a water skin and I have some water. And then I proffer him the water skin. Would you like some? It goes very good with the jerky.
He does not move. He's like, oh, yes. Oh.
So which one of us want to go up after him?
I mean, only if somebody actually tells Adita what's going on, because otherwise,
I'm gonna open the trapdoor. I'm gonna scream down, "Hey, there's a boy up here. He's screaming. He looks a little scared. I told him I wouldn't eat him, but he's still scared."
did you look at him?
Yes.
Did you talk to him?
Yes.
Well, that explains everything. I'm
Nico?
coming up.
Wait, Nico,
I'll-
what?
Yeah, I was gonna say, Theodora, you're good with little boys. Why don't you go up?
Sure.
I don't know how I feel about
Crazy!
I also don't know what to think. I mean,
Hold on. As you say that, I'm gonna look up at the kid. How old are you?
How old is he?
I
8
don't know, does he
and a
scream?
half?
8? Don't send Theodora. Too young.
Theodora's gonna go up anyway. She's gonna ignore the teasing. She's gonna go up.
Hey, Adita, no offense. Just the last little boy we rescued, it's like, he was very happy
That's
with
true.
Theodora, so...
I'm very happy with Theodora.
He was a teenager in his defense.
He was a teenager in his defense.
I don't care how happy whoever is to see whatever. What I care about is the faster we get some answers, the faster I can get out of this freaking city, because I swear to God, my skin is crawling just standing here. How do you people put up with so many people?
Theodore, you eventually get to the top. You do see the frightened little boy. What do you wish to do?
Theodora is gonna motion to Ceres to swap out. Point to
Doo-doo.
go down. It's a crow's nest. Can all three of us really stand up there together?
Probably not.
Yeah.
Hey, Ceres, if you jump down, I'll catch you.
Whee!
Oh, I want to watch that.
Okay, Ceres, give me an acrobatics check.
All right, time to break some legs.
Oh no.
Okay, so with a 14, you jump down from the 20-foot crow's nest. And as you're jumping down, you see Nico start sliding, out of your way. Is there anything you want to try to do before plummeting to the ground?
Break my fall as much as possible.
I said I would try
Okay.
to catch him.
You
Since-
didn't say with what. I mean, the ground is something.
Since you made a good acrobatics check, you only take 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ow!
3 points of bludgeoning damage.
You broke your fall slightly as you saw Nico step away instead of stepping in front. So you tried to reach for the mast to kind of slow your fall a little.
Nico, you're supposed to catch me.
Well, I didn't know you were gonna jump right then and there.
Ah, you're right.
You know, it was supposed to like count it just 3, 2, jump.
All right. Theodora,
Yes.
what would you like to do?
She's going to get up onto the crow's nest, see the piece of jerky that was there, feel like in her heart he tried, and then is going to look to the child and be like, "Hey, sorry about him. He tries, but what are you doing up here?"
Give me a persuasion check, please.
Okay, that I can do. Hopefully, crossing my fingers that roll 20 doesn't pork me over.
Huh. Well, you have invited the Roll20 gods out to play.
I know. Hey.
Hey, all right.
All right. The kid looks at you and goes, "It was really late last night, and a thick white fog came in, putting everyone to sleep. Father somehow knew of this and told me to hide until he came for me. I went up one of the masts of the ship, and because it was docked earlier, and I waited. Before too long, a black-hulled ship with furled dark sails came and docked silently in the empty slip. A man came off the ship and spoke with Father, and Father took some papers from him and all pointed to the warehouse. Then these things, all spiny and scaly, started carrying these big, heavy crates from the ship to the warehouse. After just a little bit, they offloaded the crates off the ship and into the warehouse. Then the man had one of the scaly creatures grab Father while it slashed at him with its claws. That's when I kind of sank back here into this crow's nest and stayed until you and that lizard found me. I was too scared, thinking that they might be looking for me too."
Theodora would kind of take out her blanket and wrap it around his shoulders, trying to give some kind of comfort. He says, "Well, you're very brave to be up here that long and to have stayed safe."
All right. And with that, we're going to end it for the evening.
That's a lot
Oh.
of information for a child.
Oh my god, right? For an 8-year-old?
That was amazing. Thank you, child.
Yeah, right?
Wait, who asked for his name? What's his name?
His name is...
Meniscus Pundoodles.
Let's call him Salin. Salin.
The child of the dockmaster is what I'm guessing.
Correct. Okay. Everyone who came out here today, I want to say thank you. Thank you very much. I love having an audience. We all appreciate your attendance here as well. Before we go, I like to always do a couple of things. One, I would like to showcase my fellow players in any projects they have or in any other streams that they show up in. Let's start off with Adita.
Oh, right. I should stop being surprised every time you call on me first. But I'm never prepared for class, so it's cool. So, hey, I am Tiny Amazon on Instagram and Casting Call Club, and I don't stream anywhere else, but I do voiceover at large. So, currently, I'm working on an upcoming audiobook project that I can't tell you the title of yet because NDAs are a thing. But I can't wait to tell you guys all about it. It's going to be super cool. It is a weird, funky, spooky, supernatural thriller, and I can't wait for you all to read it and give it a listen. I'm going to pass the buck on to whoever is next on GM Dave's list because y'all don't need to hear more from me.
Mr. Nico.
Oh, whoa, that's right. You usually call me second. Hi. Yeah. I'm Mars. I don't really have much online stuff, but I do also pop on the Monday night podcast for Random Encounter Productions for the Disasters and Danger games.
All right.
That's it. I'm boring.
No problem, bro. If you want, copy pasta into the chat so everyone else can see it, please.
Yeah, I didn't have my notes open, so you caught me off guard.
I told you we came prepared for class today.
All right, next, let's go ahead and go with Ceres. What other stuff you got going on?
You can catch me on the Mondays on Treeby Radio, and that's about all I have going on right now. Also, if you want, the Grinning Gamer, who is another friend of a few of ours, I know a couple of us watch them. They also do D&D and a few other things. They still have their fundraiser going to try and move to a better house currently. So if you could also pop in there, and if you have the availability to donate, I'm sure that they would greatly appreciate it.
Shout out, they're adorbs.
They are super fun.
100%.
All right, and Theodora.
Hello, I am Shura. I am a variety streamer, and you can find me here. And I do a variety of games. I've been doing Monster Hunter lately, but I'm doing No Man's Skies tonight because it's my latest obsession with, space and stuff.
Ooh.
Oh, and I
That's what I've
personally
been wanting to dig into.
And it's a
Shadow.
lot of fun.
I cannot wait till Starfall comes out this year.
Yes.
Attention deficit disorder, go burn.
You can't even. I got into No Man's Skies. I spent 12 hours doing absolutely nothing. Because I would start something and then ooh shiny, and then start something and say ooh shiny.
I've met you, my darling.
I
was gonna say, like, that's hi. Love you, Shura.
I got more done in 4 hours last night because I had a list than I did in 12.
Fantastic. As for myself, I am GM Dave for Roleplay Games. We are a variety stream. We do video games, TTRPGs, and some workouts. So make sure you follow, and if you can, subscribe. We're here. We have some lovely new emotes for people to use. So make sure to check us out. We do have a schedule on Twitch. We're on Thursdays, Tuesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. One other thing before we go, I'll just let you know, we are going to go ahead and raid someone named S15 Costume. So we're going to stick around and give him a good old raid. And the last thing I would like to bring up is, remember, every single day, do something for your mental health, do something for your physical health. You deserve to go on your own grand epic adventure like these heroes over here. So take care of yourself, because we love you. You're a legend and you're an awesome adventurer. And remember, before we meet again, to always, and I mean always, crit those gains. And we'll see you on the next stream. Take care, everyone. Bye.
Bye.